Are you made out of titanium? You might be. Well, partly, maybe. But titanium's not all it's cracked up to be. And it is in places where you might not expect it. So you'll find titanium dioxide in a lot of inexpensive supplements and pharmaceuticals. You might even find it in breath mints and other places where you won't expect it. I'm Dr. Patty Barch. I'm a traditional naturopath and the owner of Naturally Unbridled Wellness in Onalaska, Wisconsin. What I want to start off by showing you is one of the most expensive textbooks I've ever purchased, which is a graduate level nutrition textbook called Advanced Nutrition and Human Metabolism. So if I go into the index of this book and I look in the back to find out what is the nutritional requirement for titanium, I don't find it because titanium's not in my nutrition textbook because it's not a nutrient. So it doesn't belong in your food, your supplements, or your breath mints. But let's take that to another level. Did you know that if a woman has a mammogram and they see some calcifications, standard protocol now when they do a breast biopsy is to put a little titanium chip in the breast to help them to find it later. And I'm thinking like, okay, you already have some unhappy cells. And so you're gonna put a foreign object that's going to create an immune response into the body right at the location where you think there might be some unhappy cells. Do you know what happens when there's a foreign object in the body and the body's like, this isn't self, I need to figure out what this is? The body sends more energy there. And more energy often means more blood supply. And you know what tumor cells need? Cancer cells need? They need more blood supply because they don't have a rest period. They just grow and grow and grow and grow. So does it make a lot of sense to put a foreign object, a heavy metal at that, in the body where you already think there's a problem? Maybe not. Part 2. Did you know that several years ago they started using titanium clips in vasectomy operations? So instead of a cut and cauterize, they put in a little titanium clip and they leave it there. Now, if you've at all looked into the chakra system, you probably figure out that putting a heavy metal in the root chakra is probably not a good idea. But regardless, again, you're creating a situation where there's a foreign object in the body, which will always lead to some level of an immune response. Now, beyond that got me thinking between the breast clips and the vasectomy clips, I started thinking about medical devices in general. And I thought most people don't know this, so I wanted to bring it to your attention that there's a situation that happens in the approval process for medical devices where the company that has the patent application or the patent on a specific medical device can skip certain steps and expedite the approval process to get their medical device approved and used in patients. They can skip some of those steps if they document that their device is, quote, substantially similar to another device that has already been approved. So this is what happens. There's a medical device at some point that goes through the process of the approval process and gets approved. Years later, someone comes up with something, it's in the same family or it's, somewhat similar in one way or another to a device that has already been approved, and they apply for an expedited approval saying it's substantially similar, and that gets approved. So the first one we'll call A, the second one we'll call B. Then device number C letter C comes around and they say, well, I'm substantially similar to device B, and they get approved. And then device D comes to market and they say, we're substantially similar to device C, and they get approved. And then all of a sudden they figure out that device A is actually causing some problems, and they recall it and they remove the approval process. It can no longer be utilized or implanted. Do you think every medical device that was approved because it was substantially similar to the one that got recalled and withdrawn from the market gets recalled? No, it doesn't. So if you want to learn more about the medical device situation and the approval and some of the huge life-altering and often life-ending processes that can happen from these devices, look for a documentary. I think I saw it on Netflix years ago, but it's called The Bleeding Edge, bleeding like blood, The Bleeding Edge. And it's a documentary about medical devices, and it touches into different people and some of the severe adverse reactions and side effects that they're having from their medical devices. And I just said some words that's probably going to get this video a little bit of a spanking, but whatever. So anyway, yeah, I think having artificial hips is probably better than being crippled. But I think that a lot of people don't realize that there can be some issues way beyond what you are told or what you think. So just be aware, be an informed consumer, and then whenever possible, avoid having foreign objects put in your body. So whether it's breast biopsies or vasectomies or anything else along the way, if they can perform the procedure without foreign objects remaining in your body afterwards, that's going to probably be a better way to go. Disclaimer alert! The information presented here is for educational purposes only and is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prescribe for any disease or condition. Please consult your preferred healthcare provider when making wellness choices. Thank you. Peace out, peeps. Have a healthy day.